zinc. Today we're going to dive into zinc as a nutritional supplement, whether or not you need it, and also do a little review of the Amazon brand Solimo. I honestly have no idea how to say it, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that, but also just some words of caution, all the things. So when it comes to zinc, zinc is primarily found in animal foods and in the meat of animals. So if you are vegan, vegetarian, or you're just not eating a ton of meat, zinc may be something that you need to supplement. The thing is, there is zinc in plant-based foods. So for example, whole grains, in some of the beans, legumes. There's a lot of noise going on outside. Sidetrack. Squirrel. No, so there's a lot of it in beans and legumes, and again in whole grains are a really good source. But the thing about it is that there's phytates in these whole grains and in some of these plant-based foods that bind to the zinc and then make it less bioavailable and harder to absorb and for your body to utilize. So the zinc that's in meat is a little bit more bioavailable. But I will say, if you're eating a wide variety and a diverse plant-based diet, and you're regularly including zinc foods, you may not necessarily need a supplement, but everybody is different. And the way I approach supplements and working with clients is that there's not a one-size-fits-all. Some of my vegan vegetarian clients need zinc, some do not. So just kind of throwing that out there where you can find it. But if you're not eating those foods daily, then that might be a need for supplementation. And the reason I said daily is because the body has no storage system for zinc. So unlike other vitamins that are fat soluble and can be stored, zinc can't be stored. So you do have to make sure you're getting it daily and consistently to make sure that you're doing getting all that you need. And what you may need it for zinc is really good for immune function, right? So you'll see zinc in airbornes and in the vitamin C packets because it is helpful for immune system. It's also really helpful for just cell metabolism. So for some women who are trying to conceive, zinc can be really helpful. And also if you are pregnant or lactating, zinc is also, adequate zinc is important just to, again, there's more cell metabolism there and kind of production, if you will. So that's something to keep in mind. So this is a zinc supplement that I use, that I found on Amazon. Price point is fantastic. It's very, very economical. I don't honestly remember how much it was, but I'll put the link below if you're curious and want to check it out. The thing is, though, so there's a lot of zinc in here. And with zinc, there's not, the research is kind of conflicting in terms of what an overload of zinc could do or what that might look like. But just because your body doesn't store it, it's not a good idea to have it all the time, or too much of it, I should say, especially from a supplement form. So in one capsule, there's 50 milligrams, or 455% of your daily value, which is crazy, super duper crazy. And if you were taking it every day, that is definitely above the tolerable limit. So, the recommendation is 8 milligrams for most adults, 11 milligrams if you're, pregnant, lactating, and so the fact that this has 50 is literally 4 to 5 times the amount that you need. And it can go above and beyond that upper tolerable limit. So what I recommend is choose, sometimes your multivitamin may have zinc if you're taking a multivitamin, so check there. Again, 8 to 11, depending on who you are, is a good recommendation. So, but sometimes you don't see zinc in supplements, which is why I got one here. So what I did is I actually cut the capsules in half. So when I got the container, I cut them all in half, and then I put them back in the bottle, and I use a pill organizer, which sounds super old lady, but it helps me for all my supplements. And that way I can just have it ready for the week, and it saves me a ton of time. Do the same thing for my husband. He loves it, or I love it for him. So cut them in half, and then I take it every other day. So that way I'm only getting 100% every day, right? Because 400%, cut it in half, we got 200%, every other day about 100%. So that's just something to kind of keep in mind there. Again, if you do take, if you're eating animal products, you may need less zinc. Zinc, though, if you want to kind of upload it in the flu season, cold season, that could be a good idea. But again, look at the supplement, and yes, you can definitely get one that's economical, but you really don't want to go above that like 11, 12 milligram point. So again, I just cut these all in half, have it every other day. So that's just kind of something to keep in mind there. And so in here, there were 120 capsules, so I basically made it into 240 capsules, which means that this bottle, for literally less than $10, will last me an entire year. And so personally, I think that is worth its weight in gold when it can come to preventing colds and flus, and also helping with a lot of the cell repair. Zinc is also super important for hair, skin, and nails. So if you want beautiful shiny hair and thick nails, make sure you're getting adequate zinc. I hope that you found it helpful. If you have any questions about zinc, or any supplements, things like that, put it in the comments below and I would love to get back to you. Otherwise, you may enjoy, I have a couple of videos on CoQ10 and also on choline, which is another important one for women, especially who are pregnant, trying to conceive, as well as plant-based eaters. So check it out, and I will see you soon. Keep it kind.